Shalom and hello. It is Sister Kate. Whoa, got my hand over my camera, sorry. I have been down working, chopping limbs, pruning pear trees and pulling weeds, and I showed you one of the wild raspberries that is ripe. I'll be coming back down with like a cup to pick more. I showed you the ducks. And I've got 2 huge trash bags full of the trimmings from the pear trees that I'm going to feed to my goats. So it's an aw shucks live because I really don't have a whole lot planned for the live. We could talk about the shooter down in Texas. That's made the news. The young man who walked into the elementary school. Oh, Grace Acres, shalom, shout out. Oh, Pastor, didn't know you were looking for me. Yeah, they've been very naughty lately too. They keep escaping. I have to set the gate a certain way, or they just push their way out and head out into the wilderness, which I'm all about for their own health, but I want it to be controlled. I don't want them to just freely be able to get out. Whatever reduces rat population. Does prayer actually work? Have you evidence of it? Yes, it does. We have had lots and lots of evidence of it, including moving down here. Our water sources, health issues. There's so many to list. I can't even, I'm not going to list them all out for you because there's just so many. Multiple. I've tried writing them down, and then soon there's so many answered prayers that I don't have time to write them all down. But the question is, do you believe that it works? Because you have to believe in the faith even to keep the faith. You can't just kind of, well, if it works, I'll try it, because that's what faith is. I'm picking up these bags. Let me show them to you. Doing this backwards. Here they are. They're full of cut limbs, and I'm going to feed them to my goats. I'll come back with the ATV and pick it up. But faith is believing in something you don't see. So to have faith, you just kind of jump off the cliff, as it were, or close your eyes and take a step forward. You believe in faith, and then you start seeing evidences of it. Sometimes you're given evidences of it when you ask. Whoa. Make sure I don't have this thing expanded. I don't. Here, I'll tell you something that helped me make up my mind. I was on a very bumpy flight, and I was afraid, and the plane is going up and down and up and down, and I'd just scared kind of beyond my normal fear. And I said a prayer, and I said, Lord, if you're real, then please calm this airplane, because I'm terrified right now, and if you do it, that's it. Now, you're not supposed to ask for a sign, but I didn't know that at the time, and so for about 30 seconds, the airplane was completely calm. And, Hollywood style, if you say a prayer like that, you're expecting it to be calm for the rest of the flight. But our Father he speaks in the small whispers. He doesn't always speak in the parting the sea way. And when he parted the sea, he specifically told Moses, you're going to do this thing, go do this thing. Moses didn't say, give me a sign, Father. Looking for a place to sit down for a minute. Here, I'm just going to walk into these woods. Welcome to my office. Welcome to my morning commute. Here's a plant, curly dock, that I brought down and threw seeds down on purpose, and I'm glad to see it's finding its way. It's starting to grow without any human intervention. Woo! This is an old, that whole, now I have to change my shorts. It's an old goat pen / dog pen / pen that we took apart, and we still got some rebar down here that I haven't done anything with. Okay, so that's your answer there. It's not working, say a prayer for me. I'm thinking of doing something, ask God to calm me. Well, you're also crying out for help if you're asking for prayer. And I don't know what you're praying about. I don't know if you're a believer. Certainly prayer is free, and I will do what I can, but praying is about you. It's about your mindset. It's about your intentions. It's about your humility, the whole thing. So you probably need to do a little bit of asking for forgiveness. You probably need to be forgiving some people. You need to be looking beyond your immediate need, because people make very rash decisions in the heat of the moment based on emotions, and emotions change every 5 minutes. If I said, you're a good person, I care about you, don't do that bad thing, that's going to release a nice feeling in you that, hey, somebody cares about me. But if I said the opposite to you, then that would release another kind of chemical in you, and then you'd have a different feeling. So you don't want to base anything on feelings. You want to, the best thing for people who are having trouble is for them to go help someone else. Do you know someone you could help right now? Do you know someone that you could take food to, give a ride to, someone who needs their lawn mowed, needs their dog walked? Because helping other people also releases good hormones to help you feel better. And also, it's called self-soothing when you're nervous, upset, fearful, whatever. And all of us have behaviors that help us self-soothe. So I suggest you pray to the Father, and then you do some self-soothing. Yah helps those who help themselves. Show me the verse, though, David Carter. Show me that verse. Whatever you're around, get away from your surroundings. Go somewhere that is quiet, peaceful. Do not drink any caffeine. Do not take any drugs right now. Don't drink anything because that's a depressant. Things like taking a walk make you feel better. Things like taking a hot bath make you feel better. Reading a positive book, reading the Word. Reading the Word is super beneficial. And often if you just open the book to a verse, having prayed beforehand, the verse will specifically address what it is you're praying about. Disconnecting, someone said. Best way to hook into his shalom. That's another way to calm yourself. The word shalom means peace. So, say shalom. Say shalom to yourself. Pray shalom over your house, over your apartment, over your room, over wherever you are. We have a friend who was a paramedic, and he went into a bad part of town to, I think it was a neo-Nazi household. And as a Messianic, neo-Nazis look at you as a Jew and they hate you. And when he stepped inside, the first thing he said was shalom. Peace. Peace on you. So you can declare that on yourself, on where you are, on your circumstance. The farther I get from the word, the more anxious I get. That's how I can tell I'm not reading enough, says Sophie Akers. There's Nidavellir Forge and Craft. I don't have a verse, but my faith involves works. But works are not just going to work. Works are directly linked to being obedient to the Father and His Torah. I don't know if you knew that or not, but it's true. I need my yard mowed. Now, I'm sorry the phone is shaky. I don't have my stand. I'm holding it in my hands, and my hands are not perfect. Garen Clakley, thank you. I am having a good day. Teresa Jukowitz says, be right back. Hello, Sister Kate. Came in the middle of your story. Sorry I missed it. Lanekeeper, shout out. So everyone who's online right now, just send a little heart or a hands up or a you're not alone message to whatever reduces the rat population is fine by me. If y'all would. Just send some sort of imagery or word of positivity to that other person. Whatever reduces the rat population. You can just put on there whatever, and it'll be directly for that person who's in the live stream with us now. There you go. Sin's graphics, keep calm and garden on. I love it. That needs to be a shirt. It's always a good day to have a good day. It's a choice. See that? Whatever. All these people out here, none of whom probably know you personally, are willing to give you thumbs up and little hearts and things It's easy. It is easy to do. It is easy to change emotions. It's easy to change situations. If you believe in God, God can change everything in a minute. I would like to join in, but I don't know how. I think if you type the word love or heart or something, the emoji may show up, Westhold Forge. So there. Hopefully that's going to help you out a little bit. All right, so beginning of the video, just showing you orchard. We are in a mini monsoon right now. I've got my Australian Outback beat up old hat on. I probably had this hat 40 years, maybe. I mean, it's been a long time. It's been through a lot. It used to even have a strap and that ripped. And my Gore-Tex rain jacket that my husband got for me just to do my chores. Oh, thank you, Ann. I've got my beat up Keen shoes on that are just seen better days. I've needed to get a new pair, but I haven't yet. They're waterproof, water resistant. It's just, and I was pruning those trees down there and I was thinking, this is a lot of work. And I know you do have to prune a tree, but this subtropical, I don't know if I've even got the right variety of fruit trees. I was thinking to myself, I need to look up subtropical fruit. I bet you persimmons and something like a mango or a, some other variety of fruit besides a Fuji apple grows better in this monsoon kind of weather we're having. Just rain, rain, rain. And it's cool, which is awesome. Natural air conditioning, I'm all about it. But, yeah, it's just, it makes everything harder. Dirt gets muddy. My feet get all wet from walking through the grass. The animals don't want to go out. They don't want to be tied out. It's just a something. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. I can't use graphics when I'm on my computer. It makes your videos go all wonky. Well, you can just do the word shalom or something. I must say your office looks beautiful. Thanks, Denise. I always notice the Gore-Tex because it's British. Hey, look, even though we fought a war a couple of 100 years ago and we don't always agree with your politics, like, I'm not a hater, Aid. I was in your country and there were a lot of things I liked about it, including fish and chips. Pawpaws are native, Lampkeeper, they are, and I tried to grow some from seed. Someone gave me some, and I don't know that I was successful, but I should just buy some pawpaw trees. I'm looking at zones helps. Stark Brothers has good ones. Okay, thanks, Ann. I really want 2 winesap apple trees, but I can't find them. Grace Acres, I know sometimes online is not good. It doesn't help you in your search. It just keeps giving you the same websites over, and they have like Granny Smith, Yellow Delicious, Red Delicious. You might have to try it internationally. I don't even know. What else? Hey, there's Grandma Ginger's farm. What you been working on lately, you guys? What's your latest project? I know Grandma Ginger's farm's got stuff going on. And there's Mad Celt, one day closer to coming out of her, my people. Yeah. Whatever, do you have any reply, or were you just dropping in to say your thing and then leave? Because I'd like to know. If you can find them, Arkansas black apples are absolutely delicious, says Guardian Mother. And they are genetically designed to be able to survive this kind of climate and the problems, but I have not had the greatest luck with them, at least where I have planted them. And that orchard really is right in the middle of the woods, and it may be too shady, not enough sunlight there for them. I planted 29 trees and so far they are going well. Well, good for you. They're going to bear so much fruit. That's the cool thing about apple trees, pear trees, peach trees. If you have the right conditions and you're taking good care of them, they produce so much food. And it's all delicious. I just love it. I love all our berry bushes. I love that we've got some blueberries on some of our plants. Not a lot, but we have some. They do need a lot of cross-pollination opportunities to thrive. So that could be part of the problem too. I had 2 apple trees in there and they just died. See, Mark Chase started out with coming into the room with shalom, shalom, peace, peace unto you. Hubby and I are still debating on what kind of apple trees to plant. He wants Granny Smith, but I want Pink Lady. Do both, Lamp Keeper. What time of the morning is it there, Aid? Transplanted 19 apple trees from the cups I started them in into half-gallon pots. Anthony, that's amazing. I've never started an apple tree from a cup. All right. I'm not doing anything more on the farm right now as we have a medical need in our family that I will be nursing for a few weeks, asking for prayers that I have energy to do both. You got 'em, lady. I know. It's wearing me out to take care of that one sick goat, and she, feeds herself and everything. I don't have to help her to the restroom or cook her any food or anything. Crab apples will pollinate most apple varieties, says a Leadwind mare. That's interesting. I did not know that. 1,800 hours, Sister Kate. So you're probably having dinner right now. I need to go have my lunch. I pretty much murder all the fruit trees I tried, but I did plant some blackberries. Westhold Ford, you and me both, brother. We do have a brother in our congregation who found us a lot of discounted bare root fruit trees. Hey, there's Linda Hipple. Shalom, moderator. He got us a lot of bare root fruit trees, and he put them in bags with some soil, and they all leafed out. I'm like, I plant them in the soil, and I can barely keep them alive. I think that's probably one of the keys is that you have to plant them in good soil. You have to plant them in a good location. I did fertilize my fruit trees this year, and I think that also helps. But I'm just such a aw shucks, wing it kind of person. I could probably do to spend a little bit more time and effort thinking about where things are going and how I'm planting them. Sins Graphic says, we are also growing apple trees from seeds. They're 4 foot now, hoping they produce. Me too. Although they don't produce normally until they're 5 to 7 years old, if they're just a standard variety like Jonathan, the semi-dwarf will produce earlier than that. They will produce even their second year. There's Hunter Kirk. Shalom from Northern Idaho. What's going on in Northern Idaho? We were watching a video on that last night about people moving to, it is Idaho, right? Where the redoubt is? Moving up there. Conservative Christians, etc. Just trying to find a place where they can keep their faith. That's kind of how the separatist pilgrims, came here, just wanting a quiet place to live their religion. Stark Brothers told what trees need pollinator trees and suggested companion trees. I'm getting ready to plant some companion trees that are nitrogen fixing. Nice. Peas and beans are nitrogen fixers too. And I have read that rosemary is a good plant around fruit trees, and so is lemon balm and mint. So I did plant lemon balm and mint down by mine. The rosemary I planted did not survive down there. And NFW, North. What is NFW? I should know that. It's not Pacific Northwest. Also have weather moving in. Hey, Suze! There she is. Shalom. Purple vetch is a good nitrogen fixer. All right. See? A lead one's full of information for us. There's many, many good nitrogen fixers, so you can pick and choose. But yeah, the more we talk about, the better. I found out yesterday that apparently dill attracts aphids away from your other plants. I have dill growing naturally in that greenhouse from dill I planted 10 years ago. That I did not know, but I know that aphids attacked the turnip that I had grown in there that went to seed. They were all over it, so I just kind of stripped them all off. It damaged it a little bit, but it killed most of them. And I still haven't done the dawn water thing yet. And my prepper, how are the goats? The goats are doing fine, but that nanny is she's still infected. She got a 6-day antibiotic shot last time we were at the vet's, and her milk gland is still hard as a rock, which is not good. Her swelling has gone way down, which is good. And I have a medicine I have to give her, I think, 6 more doses to keep the swelling down. So her udder has gone way down, but I can just feel inside her udder where the gland is still infected. So she'll probably have to go back again. Sorry, saying hello. Oh, to Nittaviller Forge. We are planting now. What are you planting? And has anybody planted sorghum? I intended to plant sorghum, but it's not warm enough. You have to have a warmer soil for sorghum to take off. And just to let y'all know, in 4 minutes, we're going to close this thing down just because. It'll have been a half an hour, and I need to go have lunch. I did mint too, and garlic and onions. Yes, I got wild garlic from down near my creek and brought it up, and it's all over near where I planted it, which makes me happy. Aw, lamp keeper. I know, I feel really bad about it. I have a sorghum guy, but they're not doing it this year. Westhold Forge, that's unfortunate. I have a sorghum lady too. She'll probably plant, but it won't be. Sometimes she says she waits till June, and like soil temps have to be, I forget what she said. It's definitely got to be warmer than it is right now. I love to chew fresh mint or have it in Vietnamese pho or pho. Pastor really likes pho, but I'm not as keen on it. We do have a place near us we could go if we wanted to get it. And tonight we're going to have Indian food. Struggling to get anything to start. Don't have a real greenhouse. MacGyvering. Denise, I've never been good at starts. I have intentions. I have the cups. I buy the soil. And then for whatever reason, I hardly ever get the seeds in there. I'm more excited about just planting directly into the ground. And something I did earlier in February when I was planting or pruning was I planted some kale out by a bird feeder and totally forgot about it. And right now that kale is going to seed. So it grew. It guerrilla gardened. It was a success story. It made me feel good. But yeah, I'm not real good at it. Are you drying the nanny off completely while healing? If so, peppermint poultice and by mouth helps a lot. She's kind of drying herself up. I've actually been trying to milk her, and she has a baby, but she is not letting the baby nurse. And I think it's because the baby was causing the swelling. Her udder got really swollen and very tender. So I'm not intentionally trying to dry her off. I'd actually like to keep her in milk in case I have someone around me who needs milk because of the formula shortage. And she's a decent producer, but good to know about the peppermint. Picked a few peas. I got to pick peas today too. My peas are going to go, if you don't pick your peas when they're ripe, if you leave them and they get overripe, they get bitter. They are not worth eating. Better to save them for seed. And pulled up one potato plant to see how the potatoes are doing. Got 11 small potatoes. Yes, Anthony, that's a success. There's Lone Star living. We got about a minute, Lone Star. I'm sorry. The last big rain we've had, I'm pretty sure rotted the seeds we planted for onions and leeks in the ground. We have dark sky and rain. Love when food plants take off. I do too. I got to get going, guys. I'm going to get drenched. Very blessed this year. Potatoes and radish are doing well. Still bottling. No, baby she's old enough to be weaned. It's just starting to get wet here. Okay, I got to go. Shalom, guys. Look at that sky. And the trees are starting to move. It's going to rain on me. Bless y'all. I will talk to y'all later. Shalom, shalom. I got to push the button and there. Okay.